Tonight on the Weather Channel, the excitement starts at 8 with back-to-back episodes of our award-winning series Storm Stories. Then at 9, the untold stories of how weather changed the world when weather changed history. That's tonight on the Weather Channel.
Now, you're local on the 8s.
Currently in your area, 40 degrees under cloudy skies. The National Weather Service has issued a weather bulletin. Here's our local Doppler radar. Your forecast. Your extended forecast.
Well, winter's coming early here to North Georgia. We're in Blairsville, north of Atlanta, up into the mountains. And yeah, it looks like we're going to pick up a nice little coating here, a little taste of Christmas. Now let's head a little bit farther north to Mike Seidel. He's in Leesburg, Virginia.
Hey, good morning, Jeff. Out here in the suburbs west of Washington, it is all snow now. Temperatures in the mid-30s. We'll come back and tell you how much we're going to see here. Also up the coast in Philadelphia, New York, Boston also getting their first snow of the season. That and more next on Weekend View.
All right, good Saturday morning. It's 1:30. Thanks so much for joining us here on Weekend View. I'm Kelly Cass.
And I'm Betty Davis. We are watching those skies open up along the eastern seaboard. Some of you waiting for that change over to snow. Some of you are really waiting for the rain to get started.
Yeah, we're kind of a waiting game right now, but we do think all the ingredients are coming together. We'll see our first snow of the season in the northeast, but we're also tracking severe weather today.
Yeah, this system is a huge one, and on the tail end, we've got a cold front plowing through South Florida, so that's our focal point for some rain and some of those stronger storms we're concerned about here. There's the cold front dropping south of Tampa and Orlando. Our tornado watch, that red boxed in area here in South Florida, Miami included in that, that's going to take us until 9 a.m. Eastern time. So concerned that conditions are favorable for tornadoes to develop. Active weather and a lull for that now, but we'll watch for it later as we pull through the rest of the morning. So not just the possibility for tornadoes, but some small hail. Can't rule out damaging winds, and of course any lightning strikes we have going with those storms. Lightning in itself can be very dangerous here. So between the rain, the storms, the potential for snow, we've got our hands full, Kelly.
We do, certainly, and kids all along the I-95 corridor are waking up today and saying, what, snow? How much are we going to get? Mike Seidel is one of those kids. We sent him up to Leesburg, Virginia, a suburb of D.C. on the west side of town. And Mike, looks like the snow is really coming down right now. It's starting to accumulate on your hood there.
Well, gosh, I'm glad I got something up here accumulating. Meanwhile, it is sticking not only on my hood, but down here. Check the ground out. Now, this is very early. First snow of the season. It's been warm in the 40s. But you can see the ground starting to whiten up. The roads are fine right now. The intensity will pick up, and later on today, temperatures will fall to and below freezing. The concern here north and west of Washington on the roads will be after sundown. But I noticed even late last night, coming in from Dulles around midnight, that they were already staging trucks with salt and plows. So they're way ahead of this one, the first snow of the season. Let's talk about where else they're staging and getting ready. How about up there around the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey? Giants and Cowboys home tomorrow, late game at 4:15 Eastern. It'll be fine. It'll be a kind of a chilly day, and certainly once the sun goes down, temperatures will fall back to the 30s. But they're loading up the trucks with salt. Won't be a big deal in and around most of the tri-state area. We're expecting maybe half an inch or so in Manhattan. You get north and west of town, a little elevation out, say, towards Passaic, and then out towards Great Gorge, West Milford, you may pick up an inch or two. So the season's first inch in the suburbs, but again, this is not going to be a plowable or crippling storm by any means. Take a look at D.C., where we stand climatologically. I know we're all being thrown off because yesterday Houston had their first inch, their earliest inch on record, their earliest snowfall on record. And get this stat, this is the second year in a row that Houston has seen their first inch of snow before New York City. Our average first inch of snow here is late December, first measurable the 13th, so we're early on both accounts here in the district. Out here in Leesburg, we're expecting 2 to 4, 1 to 3 in town. Kelly, back to you in Atlanta.
It looks beautiful out there, Mike, and are there any issues as far as the roads are concerned, or maybe airport delays at D.C.?
Things are fine right now. That may change. It's raining at National. Temperature right now 42 degrees. Meanwhile, let's go down south, where, you know, it does snow up in the mountains of North Georgia. Jeff Morrow's up there to prove it this morning. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Yeah, I can prove it right here. This is not fake snow. This is real. Deep into the south. Of course, Mike mentioned Houston, but we also have some pictures we want to show you out of the Hattiesburg area. This is an eyewitness photo, and what happens when you get snow on a college campus, particularly anywhere where it usually doesn't snow, like the University of Southern Mississippi? Well, they have a snowball fight, right? And they build snowmen. That's exactly what the students were doing there as they got this early season snow across that region. Let's take a look at the radar. And basically, there's a little tail end of this whole system which is moving through North Georgia right now. Up until about 2 hours ago, folks, there wasn't anything here, just some rain. The streets were wet. They're still just wet, but it has changed over to snow, as you can now come back live and see me here. And after this little tail of snow moves through the North Georgia area, unfortunately, Atlanta, you're going to miss it. However, we're probably going to dry out. So we got about another hour, hour and a half of maybe some snow like this, coating the grass, as you can see behind me, and some of the cars and rooftops. And that's going to be about it. But it is a nice early taste of wintertime deep into the south. We hope this isn't a harbinger of things to come, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Back to you guys.
It sure looks pretty out there, Jeff. Thank you so much. We'll be checking back with you for that first snow of the season. A lot of kids very excited about it, that's for sure. I think my kids are going to wake up and they're going to want to drive on up there. Thanks, Jeff.
Definitely.
All right, we'll talk to you a little bit later on this morning. Right now, though, we've got other weather events going on out there as well. And for that, here is Betty.
Hey, Kelly, they are digging through the snow. No, this is not Houston, Texas. Could we see snow like this in the week to come? We'll show you the next system in the making. It's going to bring storms to the Gulf Coast, but there will be some areas of snow and lots of it. We'll have that ahead.
Since Arthur's been eating Purina One, he has blossomed into an incredibly strong, healthy cat. His coat is incredibly shiny and soft and very thick. Everybody thinks he's the most handsome cat they've ever seen.
Purina One for indoor cats unlocks the brilliance of nature with a natural fiber blend that helps minimize hairballs and maintain a healthy weight.
He's a character. He brings so much laughter into this household, and he's the best looking cat there is.
It's amazing what one can do.